Options Tender. It is Sunday, 4/11/21. Thanks for joining us for the weekend. We want to give a weekend update before next week starts. We let's see, we do have the futures open already. We're almost 3 points down. That's not exactly what we're looking for at this point. I will tell you, Rotation Nation continues. Tech has been leading the way. Small caps had a pullback already, and I do believe, let's look at those real quick here. I do believe Tech is going to pull back at this point, pulling the market with it. And here we go. So Tech in wave 3, if it hasn't started yet, it's going to pull back to some sort of 38.2. We haven't seen much of a pullback yet for Tech. And then small caps already had its wave 4 pullback, and we think we're going to move up to wave 5 there. So that's what we're talking about when we have Rotation Nation. It's just been really highly difficult to predict what's happening with the market inside the internals, but that's why we pay most attention to the ES. We do play other plays, but our focus is on the ES. In the weekly, we have a beautiful Maribosi candle. We'll see if we keep pushing to the upside, starting with the inside week. Obviously, we just opened and we're above all MAs. Everything looks bullish on here. The only thing we have going on the SPX, we are slightly overheated. And on the ES, we're kind of at that point where we keep pulling back, which is right at that 68 point. We pull back here at about 68. 69 here and here potentially as well. We are bullish on the MACD. Volumes waning. We did have a holiday week last week, but not, 2 weeks ago, but not last week. So no real reason for that. We're just losing a little bit of volume, but we are wave 5 of 5. All right. And let me look over to the fear index real quick. Get that off the screen. We're at a 60 right now. Nothing is 62. A little bit of greed, but still, towards the middle point, we have nothing to really fear. This isn't crazy price movement, even though we've moved up like 11 days in a row. So, let me pause for a second. If you are new here, go down to the bottom right-hand corner, the Options Tender logo, subscribe. All right. And also, I want to give a shout out to the Option Guys Discord. It's a free Discord that we will be joining you Monday through Friday. It's open 7 days a week, 24/7, but most of our guys are in there during trading hours. So it gives you a good chance if you're brand new. We can bounce trades off of each other, answer questions, things like that. So back to business. Elliott wave. We're going to move down to the daily. We're on 5 of 5 of the Elliott wave for the daily. For the weekly. Now, on the daily, we had back here wave 3, topped out, came corrected, ABC down to wave 4, wave 1 up, which that creates the top of our channel, starting off the bottom of our channel at wave 4, down to wave 2, which is the bottom of the channel there. It's on our long-term trend line as well. Came hard off of that trend line for a wave 3. Beautiful move up to the top of the channel. We're right at the top of the channel now, so I do expect some sort of correction at this point. We have not started that correction. We do have some sort of hammer candle, so we'll see. We have to confirm with the next candle. We are already in puts, just so you know. Full disclosure, we're in puts already. We will add on to those if we gap up tomorrow. We are overheated in the RSI, the MACD, super bullish. Moving down to the 65. All right, getting down to the nitty gritty. Whole bunch of lines on the screen. There's our 1, 2, 3. Top of the channel right there. We have the options expected to move. It coincides with the point of control. I do expect real quick to get to that point. That's a specific move that I'm playing for. That's our first target. But we do have the 38.2 area at the 40.15. It's this weekly support, I do expect to pull back there at least for a wave 4. So we could pull back further down to the 50% and still not violate the wave 1 crossover, which is top of the wave 1 right here. So I put this fuchsia line there just to let us know that if we break that area, we have something else going on. We have to redo our wave count. All right. So within this last week or so, 2 weeks, we've had this huge ascent to the upside. Massive. We had trouble checking these wave counts out as we were going. That messed up our trading. We didn't trade as well as we could have, but we did get through all of our calls except for no. We at Tesla as well. We closed out Tesla. We're out of all of our calls at this point. So we had a wave 1, truncated 2, 3, sideways movement triangle for 4, ascending triangle maybe you'd want to call it, and then this last wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would be a ending diagonal. All right, so that should end us here at wave 3, and then pull back to wave 4 is imminent. All right, so that's what we're looking for. We had divergence. We had the 3 peak on the RSI, on the MACD. Signals all over the place of reversals, but price has not reversed yet. So price is arbiter. That's what we really have to watch for. I am playing the reversal. That's highly risky, but that's what I'm used to doing. All right. So we went through all these. Volatility is crushed. We could just check that out real quick. We like to be as thorough as we can here on the weekend update. So we take a little bit of time there. Excuse those counts. We're not looking for those. We may have a reversal signal. We have a reversal candle right here. So we'll see what volatility does at this point. We did crush down immensely during this last move here. So we're making some sort of wedge at this point. We broke down from the wedge. That's very common. When you take that wedge, you break down, and then you actually come right back into it. That's very bullish. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We want a confirmation tomorrow. All right. Anything else to go through? Watch out for the small caps. You can check out Palantir, Fubo, all those bad daddies. They should probably put up an effort, but I like to play with the overall market, and I think that's going to go down. So I'm not going to make any of those plays. Let's go over to the SPX. The options expected move. Options expected move is our playing field for the week. Almost 70% of the time, you're going to hit the upside or the downside. This week, we have a 55-point move to the upside or 55-point move to the downside. Now, the market typically hits those points. Last week, we hit the upper edge right on Monday and then skirted along only to burst out to the upside where price accelerated. And that's what happens when you get outside of those expected moves. You have the gamma squeeze. I know you hear that term all the time, but it's necessary to know that those are just hedges. In short, when price goes up past expected moves, the huge firms, they have to start buying ES futures in order to hedge their market makers. So when you're buying the options, the call options, essentially they have to buy more of the actual futures in order to hedge their positions because they want to stay market neutral. Okay, sorry, that's a little off topic, but we do have, I do expect to touch the lower end of the expected move next week. I tell you that straight up. That's what I'm looking for. We might pop up a little bit in the beginning, but I'm looking for some downside. Okay, last but not least, Bitcoin. Just keep an eye on Bitcoin. We think Bitcoin looks really bullish. So any of those plays, Mara, Riot, We have an ascending triangle. We're trying to break above that point. If we get to new highs and hold above there, those proxy plays are just going to be amazing. So if we do have any calls, if we decide to do any calls, it will be Bitcoin plays. But watch price. Watch that we don't reverse anytime here. We are above all the MAs and such. So that should do it, you guys. Thanks for joining us here at Option Center on the weekend edition. Sorry it took so long here. We will talk to you in the morning.